We could see some snow. Ice remains a risk, particularly on untreated roads. Very, very cold temperatures, snow, ice.
Frosty night.
Do watch out for ice once more.
We've all seen the severe weather warnings on the TV, but how does that actually affect the way you drive your vehicle? Well, we've come to Lee Valley Ice Rink with a car to find out. Now, people say when you're driving your car and you suddenly hit black ice, you're pretty much pucked. But that's not always the case, particularly not when you've got Sir Andy McKenna on hand. Right, Andy, so you're the coolest bloke on the planet because you're an ice driving specialist, you're a racing driver, and as we all know, it's very cold this time of year on the roads, lots of ice out there, dangerous conditions. What sort of advice have you got for us?
Quite a lot of advice for you, but I think the best way to do it is to get in the car and experience it for yourself.
You're going to show off, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, fair enough. Looking forward to this. Bit nervous, but all very good.
One of the key things to driving any car is about weight transfer.
Right. In that when you're accelerating, the weight is at the back, and when you're braking, the weight's at the front?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. In an icy situation, it's all about a balanced throttle.
Really?
So everything's got to be so ultra smooth. The most beneficial thing I tell anybody is look where you want to go. The minute you fixate on what you think you're going to hit, you will hit it.
Okay.
If you're looking and you're planning, 90% of accidents are avoidable. If you're definitely out of control and you think you're going to hit a barrier, a stationary car, you're going to slide down a grass verge, don't panic.
Right.
That's one of the most important things. Look for a way around the obstacle. Anything is better than hitting hard objects, basically.
Right, okay. What about the distance you keep between yourself and the car in front?
Icy conditions, probably double or treble that distance in between you and the other car.
Right.
So Tim, how did you find that?
Well, I found it good because you've done it before. That's the truth. Mm-hmm. Right. So, yeah, you were relaxed, you were cool, you're an ice driver. I'm none of the above. So if you're going to offer me a go, no thanks.
No, I think absolutely fine. I think you should get in, try it. Honestly, it'll be fine.
Right, here's a proposal for you. Ring your missus and tell her you're probably not going to see her again.
So just going to pull away nice and gently.
Right.
First gear. Once we get in motion, once we get a little bit of inertia, then we can start to accelerate gently. Right off the power.
Right, yeah.
Right, now what happened there is your eyes looked at the barrier. You started to wind more lock on, which then induced the understeer, so you lost the confidence to give it a blip of the throttle.
It's such a simple thing to say, but not being scared of the ice is such a big part of this.
A lot of people just drive and look out of that letterbox there.
Yeah.
Look across, look past me. I just want you to have a feel of the brake swing, just see how much grip there is available.
Okay. I guess what you're saying is if I brake in that situation again, that's how far I'll slide. So I should use it as a gauge.
Yes. When you feel it slide, don't put that clutch in. That releases that back end.
So only put the clutch in when you're planning on stopping?
Yes. Gently. Okay. Perfect.
You're good. You're very good.
I practice, I don't get out much. Go on, it's fine. Wait. Power now. Go on, keep turning, lip it in. Yeah. Change direction anytime you want with a little application of throttle.
Right.
But it shouldn't be stabby, it should be a little blending out. Okay, so gently. That's fantastic.
Oh, that felt good. That felt good. That is the most fun I've had in ages. Thank you so much. You are the man.
My pleasure.
5 minutes on the ice and I feel like I've been driving on ice for 6 months. Now, the best defence for driving in wintry conditions is actually just good old common sense. Firstly, I'd say go online and check for weather reports wherever you're going and wherever you're coming from. And secondly, make sure your car is properly prepared for those wintry conditions. Okay, it's winter time, it's cold out there. Now, the most important reservoir to make sure is full is the water reservoir for the windscreen washers. If you can remember, firstly, keep that topped up, but secondly, have 5 litres of water just in a container in the boot. You never know when it might actually save your life. Make sure your coolant level is high and with the right percentage of coolant or antifreeze. The other thing I would mention is the battery connections. Now, it's winter time. You're using a lot of drain on the battery, which is being charged by the alternator. When was the last time you had your alternator belt changed? Make sure it was recently. Actually, before we go around to the back of the car, let me remind you to make sure that the lenses of your headlights are clean at all time. Less daylight hours, therefore you've got to clean them. Doesn't matter what you clean them with, anything at all. An old glove, a sock, whatever you can. Your nan's knickers. or thong in my case. Right, in the boot of the car. Now this is very obvious, common sense applies here, but let's go through what you need. Now, we mentioned at the front, de-icer. You need a scraper to go with that. Don't keep using that old CD case. Get yourself one of those. CDs are out, it's all now about MP3s. If you break down, you're going to need a tow rope. They're about a tenner, just sling them in the back of the car. One day it might save your life. Also, antifreeze, the cooling system. Gloves, pretty common sense. You never know when you might need them. Now, if you've got babies, just get yourself a little bag, chuck in there a couple of nappies, some baby wipes, the things that you're going to need if you break down by the side of the road and you're there for 5 or 6 hours. And it's collapsible, and it's about £8. It's a shovel. And last but not least, because you never know when you're going to break down and there aren't many daylight hours, the old torch. Right, so there you go. I've learned nearly everything there is to learn about driving on ice, and hopefully that's helped you as well. Only one thing left for me to do, and that is to get this little puppy off the ice. Off the ice rink. Hello? Guys? Yeah, nice one. Oh, come on!